Conor Murphy's situation in Thailand is a very strange one. And it's been bothering me for the past few days because I feel like there was information that we don't have. We don't really know what happened that day. We're saying so many things. We're saying crazy things, because there's articles being written, there's people coming up with stories, and I just felt like there was something missing over here. So I reached out to my good sources, good relationships in Thailand that I built during the Leo case, and I had them dig deeper to see if we could find out what really happened that day. And let me tell you that what I found out, is nothing of what any of us has said or thought happened that day. We said Conor is crazy. Well, that day, Conor told the police, and his girlfriend and her sister told the police, that this was a stunt for social media. Then, when they went to the hospital, Conor was in the hospital to treat his injuries, he told the police the truth. And let me tell you, this is a lesson, People are gonna learn from this video because it's a lesson for Conor, but it's also a lesson for all of us because I know some of us have dealt with situations like this. So Conor told the police it was the girlfriend who did this destruction in the house, who caused all these injuries. She took the golf club and went crazy inside the house, used a knife on Conor. He has injuries, which I'm not showing here. Broken glass, hit her sister. The entire house is destroyed. Her sister told that story to the news, which is all the news that we've heard, is because he made that story up to protect her from her reputation and because he's probably still with her. So Conor has been doing all of this stuff, He even made a fake Instagram, YouTube channel showing these videos with him and her at the house to make it look like a stunt more because he wanted to protect her from getting in trouble and for her to be known, as this person who did this to Conor because it's been all over the news. So when we wonder why Conor Murphy hasn't been arrested for this, because let me tell you, you're American in Thailand, laws are not. You do this to a woman, they're gonna lock your ass up.
Do you hear this guy? Now he's saying the Thai police will lock your ass up, but before he said, oh no, domestic abuse is basically one party has to tell on the other party or they just sweep it under the rug. Like, you're completely flipping the narrative now, pal. This is not independent journalism, bro. You are spinning a narrative.
So if you wonder why he's not arrested, it's because of what I'm telling you now, which is on the police report. So all of us were making videos saying all these things like I said in the beginning. But a lot of it is because, remember the story I said, the boy who cried wolf? Conor's done a lot of things online, a lot of crazy things. So why would we believe anything he has to say? Well, actually, we don't believe what he has to say because it wasn't the truth again. But this is a lesson, and the reason why I say this is because it seems like Conor is still with this girl, and a girl that is capable of doing this stuff. I don't want to make a video of Conor Murphy, the next person that dies in Thailand. Because if this is all out of rage and jealousy, that she went this far to do this in that house and to Conor, I'm telling you, I can't show you the injuries here, but they're very deep, knife wounds. If she's capable of doing this, imagine what she is more capable of. So I'm saying a message to Conor, if you're still with this girl, which all the signs, what I've seen you are, you better be careful because, again, I'm not making a video about you as the next person in Thailand who has passed. So I'm hoping that Conor speaks on this now that this information, and this is the truth of the situation that's out, because I think we'd all love to hear from him telling the truth for once. So I'm glad the situation is now solved. Again, all the articles are wrong, all the media was wrong, and this is exactly what happened that day in Thailand.
Wait, hold on. Did this man just say solved? John Bravo, this situation is solved? Do you guys see how there's collusion here? John Bravo will go into a snapshot of this new channel that Conor Murphy has created, but won't actually go into the nuance of what was the content about, that it was literally a whole channel dedicated to mocking Leo and Longevity's death. He's making fun of the dead because it paints Conor into a bad light. That is very evil. I think that's very evil. And I'm not saying I'm the holiest or most Christian person in this world, but I am Christian. I believe in God, and I believe this is good versus evil. Conor Murphy is one of the most evil people that is walking the face of this earth. All right, I'm going to show you guys why it's very, very, very important to dabble in nuance.
Maybe Leo will forgive you when you join him in hell.
She says maybe Leo might forgive you when you join him in hell. This is something that Conor Murphy told her to say. There's no way that if English isn't her first language, that she would be able to put a sentence together in this format. It's not possible. If you know the English language, the way that that sentence is put together is someone who actually has a good grasp of the English language. You don't start a sentence like that. You don't phrase a question like that. And this is not, and let me go ahead and strengthen my point. This is how her English is respectfully, normally.
So Farrah, your whole family, who they worried about more?
You.
They worried about me more? They worried if I okay more?
Yeah, why they ask just about you? Why they don't ask me?
Well, Farrah, I think I have much bigger stab wounds than you.
I'm not stab you.
Oh, okay. Your sister stabbed me?
No, my sister just said I think.
Like Leo's ghost stabbed me?
Yeah.
I think it was Leo's ghost.
Look, watch her face right there. Do you see that? She doesn't even know what she's saying. She's like, no, my mom more worried about you than me. He's trying to make it seem like her mom is so worried about Conor because this woman had a crazy episode, and now they're so tight that this Miss Kenneth's mom is so worried about Conor because, oh wow, like she's the one that stabbed him. Oh, poor thing. No. Look at her. She doesn't even know what she's saying and why she's saying it. Look at this. You see that look? That's a look of confusion. Oh, sweetie, it's all going to come together very soon because Conor is going to come out eventually and say that you did all this. John Bravo, you are now involved in the death of Leo and longevity. Trolling.
What?
Okay. Have you seen the movie Cinderella?
Yeah.
You have?
Put your hands in it.
I think I...
Yeah, there we go. There we go. So, was that her on the spree, on the rampage, Conor? Or was that you? That wasn't her. That was you. Or if it was her and you had to stop her, why would your handprint be the perfect handprint on the wall with the blood? Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Princess Fairy.
I'm not.
You make this very easy for us, Conor, because you're not as smart as you think, buddy. This wasn't her. This was you.
Here took a SARM and she had some
Guys,
side
to
effects.
see that John Bravo, he hasn't even done any due diligence. He did get the police report, which we don't even know if that's fact. What he's betting on is that we don't go get the actual document ourselves. He could have just made that all up. He doesn't realize the correlation between this love bond between these two right now. It's sickening to see what the fuck is going on right now. I've seen the type of brainwashing that this man Conor Murphy uses.
More of Conor's lies.
And it is
I am
dangerous.
the only source of
This
truth.
man is a danger to
Do not
society.
watch the Conosis YouTube channel.
He
It's
is
filled with more of
a
Conor's
Charles
lies.
Manson type of individual. I'm going to show you right now that John Bravo's been paid off by Tony Hughes and Conor Murphy to hide the truth because of his friendship with Tony Hughes. He cannot provide independent journalism when his friend is a murderer. 7 people know about this murder. 7 people. I'm going to show you right now. I'll show you right now that Straight Cody, Vigorous Steve, John Bravo, Conor Murphy, Foxy, Tony Hughes. Okay, y'all ready? Yeah, this is a week after Leo's murder. 1 week after Leo's murder, they're posting about the Lady Boys. They did this on purpose, and I will show you why. But this is our first culprit. Look at Straight Cody's Instagram. Straight Cody's Instagram 1 week after. Yep. Straight Cody axed his own page. They are all involved in knowing about Leo and Longevity's death. It's scary to bring the truth to the light. It is. It's scary bringing truth to the light. Now that I'm doing this, I gotta tuck shit. I'm not going to die on this sword, but I will bring this information to light. It's up to you to do your own due diligence, bro. But when I show you this information, it is a slam dunk. Okay, since you haven't seen my first initial video on the 2 golf club theory, let me bring you back to my initial video, and then I will refute everything that John Bravo just said. Now, if you just saw that video right there, that is a video of Conor and his newest girlfriend, the same girl that Leo choked. Or when I say choked, I say supposedly choked because I'm starting to lead towards the ideology that this was a narrative that Tony Hughes made up, that he was really rough with women to further distance him from her having a manic episode. What I did was I took a screen grab from the club head that this woman is using in this act. Let's use that plus a little bit more information to put a few pieces together. Take a look. This is the only crime scene footage we have other than outside of the bathroom and in Leo's room, which is negligible. This is the main crime scene photo we need to look at. Yes, what we have here are 2 indentation marks in the laminate flooring that, with this amount of force, will leave pressure points and indentation marks. This is the 5-iron. That is the weapon that was used or supposedly used in this attack. If we watch the first John Bravo video, it shows the club. I'm showing you the dimensions of a 5-iron that I have personally. If you flip that club in the opposite direction, right here you can see the indentation. The little round ball is the little round ball right there where the club attaches to the handle, to the shaft. And in Conor Murphy's troll video, we have them playing with the golf clubs. Well, I took a screen grab of the golf club that the woman had, and this is a mid-range long iron club for, par 5s or whatever, when you're like 250 from the cup. This is the club you use right here. Do you see the similarities there? The door is open. We can't see the full picture, but as you can see there's the shaft, there's the width of the shaft, and then the indentation points. This next slide here basically shows you the whack imprints. We have a 5-iron at the top, we have another 5-iron, we have the shaft, and then we have perfect indentation of the mid-range. Let's pan back out, okay? Let's refresh. Now let's come back in. Let me show you guys something else. If you watch my first video, I showed you what a 5-iron strike looks like in my wrestling mats. It gives you this small triangle, okay? I've matched this exact imprint on my wrestling mat, iron strike with the V pointing towards the mirror, which tells us Conor Murphy was like a monkey standing on the sink when this 5-iron strike. This is a missed strike with the weapon now, with the club. There's number 1. There's a panned out. This is number 2. There's 5-iron strike number 2. So this would mean he was right there next to the sink. This is another missed 5-iron strike. This is checkmate. So you're asking me, what are we looking at here? What's the dagger? Do you guys see the dagger? After they used the chalk to dust for prints, why is this part in the porcelain shitter so highlighted? Yes, that's Conor Murphy once again missing Leo in longevity. The club comes back and it takes a perfect highlighted. I mean, you could tell there's a chunk out of the porcelain. It is a lot whiter than even the toilet itself. Why is that? Yes, it's because another 5-iron strike with the 5-iron golf club, with the golf club head that I showed you Conor's already ripped off. That would implicate guilt, right? That would be his club that he used. Because now you saw John Bravo's video. He's now going to try to pawn this murder off on her. We are so many more steps ahead because now I'm showing you there were multiple clubs in the murder. So Conor, that you can't even say that. I'm showing you there were 2. It was both of you. It is a perfectly chiseled out triangle of porcelain from the porcelain of the shitter. Like I said, this is not a regular slam dunk. This is a Jordan against Spud Webb, against Dominique in the slam dunk contest to win the slam dunk contest. And I'm not even in Thailand. That should tell you everything you need to know about the Thai police. Tony Hughes made that work out. He already paid off the Thai police. John Bravo has now spun the narrative for Conor Murphy and Tony Hughes, not only because he knows the truth, but because he has to protect his boys, because that's really Tony Hughes' guy. So if now he realizes if Conor goes and she goes, Hughes goes. Yeah, Hughes is cooked. And this whole picture and is all starting with her. She's not as innocent as she looks, guys. I promise you, she's not. But Conor, you can't pin a murder just on her, buddy. 2 clubs at the scene. So were you doing your best Donkey Kong impression? Long live Leo Rex, Leo in longevity. It's J.V. And everything about us is blue collar and we gets it out the mud. Stay tuned.